Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today we're going to be talking about multiple rounds of thunderstorms that could bring the potential for heavy snowfall, tornadoes, damaging winds, and even large hail. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the SPC outlook for today, we have no risks for severe weather. Moving into tomorrow, we have no risks for severe weather, but once we get into Friday, we have a marginal risk of severe weather across much of the southern Dixie Valley here around the Gulf of Mexico. This extends in a line from New Orleans back over into Mobile and almost out to Tallahassee, okay? So look out for that. This is mainly going to be your damaging wind and potentially a small tornado threat, but it's once we get into next Monday that things really get interesting, right? So we could be looking at some severe weather potentially this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, but Monday is where we have a slight risk of severe weather already issued for portions of the southern Dixie Valley, once again extending from southeast Texas down back into the panhandle of Florida here, okay? From Houston back over to Mobile, we could be looking at some extremely dangerous severe thunderstorms moving through this area. Now, as of right now, it's not shaping up to be super bad, but the fact that they have issued a day 6 slight risk of severe weather, yesterday it was a day 7 risk, that's kind of concerning because those are rarely issued, and when they are, something bad in terms of the severe weather threat usually happens, so we'll keep an eye out on that, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the GFS is doing for these storms. Right now, we have some thunderstorm activity down in southern Dixie Valley once again, but also centered around the Gulf of Mexico. And then we have some snow-rain mix in the western U.S., which is actually going to form into our dangerous severe thunderstorm here. As we can see it head off to the east here by Friday, we could be looking at a rain-snow mix across portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, New Mexico. But then once we get into late Friday night, early Saturday, that's when the severe weather threat starts to set up here, where Louisiana, southeast Texas, southwest Mississippi, you could all be under the gun for some potential isolated severe weather. That storm moves off to the east, more severe weather in the panhandle of Florida potentially on Saturday, as well as in Georgia and southern Alabama. So we could be looking at a marginal risk or even a slight risk of severe weather on Saturday as well. And then we get into Sunday, that will ride up the east coast here, mixed with some snow in the northeast. And then after that, we don't actually see anything, okay? So the GFS model is pushing this storm way earlier out than the SPC is, so we could be looking at a severe weather threat late this week or early next week, alright? It's kind of hard to tell at this point. After that, we're going to be looking at a lot of moisture pumping up from the Gulf of Mexico, mixing with snow centered around the Central Plains that will create another event that could cause severe weather, heavy thunderstorm activity, snowstorms, and I mean, it's going to be pretty crazy, alright? We could be looking at early next week, getting into like Tuesday. I mean, that's some crazy severe weather potential there, as well as a heavy snowstorm activity across portions of the Midwest and even the Northeast as well, okay? So we're just going to have to watch that very closely. After that, it's kind of hard to forecast that far out because we're over 250 hours out, you guys, but it is showing that we're going to see a lot more systems pumping heavy snowstorms, severe weather, and more over the next several weeks. So I'll keep you updated with the latest and greatest. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.